Welcome to AI to I, our brand new podcast series where we decode the world of AI, advanced technology, and the next frontier of innovation. This is brought to you by the Advanced Technology Research Council. I'm your host, Ramsey, so let's get started. Right, welcome to AI to I. I'm here with Dr. Hakim Hacid, the Chief Researcher at the Artificial Intelligence and Digital Science Research Center at TII. Doctor, any few words about yourself that you'd like to
Thank
say?
you very much for the invitation, Ramzi. This is Dr. Hakim. I'm the Chief Researcher of the AI Research Center, where we're working on generative AI and building large language models for the future generation.
Lovely. And we'll try to break it down as much as we can for the average listener. We can get right into it. And I think most people might not realize the amount of applications that already have AI. I think most people think AI is where you can prompt it and it gives you an answer. A lot of people might not think it's in your Google Maps when you're routing. It might be in your Netflix suggestions when you're looking at what to watch. What do you think are other places that AI is definitely in that we might not know or
Good.
might not be aware?
That's very good question indeed. So before getting there, probably we need to just highlight a couple of few things related to AI. People are extremely excited today with AI because of what's happening on the chatbots, I would say, right?
Yeah.
But AI is not just that. So there is much more behind it, and AI has been there for a long time now. So we talk mainly about machine learning, but today the AI and these LLMs in general, they changed the view. So when you have your mobile phone, your smartphone is full of applications that use AI, right? So they do a lot of analytics, and this analytics is the initial phase of the AI at the end of the day. So when you are ordering your your goods from the online stores, for example, these are tracking and following what you are doing, analyzing and recommending items that you would take. When you go to the doctor needs to combine, at least they have systems that are combining all your visits, all your complaints about your health, and then this is how they are able to build this kind of stuff. When you go to supermarkets, for example, they understand what you are buying, the way the items are positioned in the supermarket. All this is actually handled with an AI in the background. Of course, nowadays when you are driving your car, the cars are full of sensors. The data is aggregated. It understands when you are comfortable. It understands the way of driving, and it adapts accordingly to that. So AI is actually, I would say, pervasive, and it's everywhere where you go, and it's
Seems so.
getting until the home, where cooking, counting the calories that you have in your food,
Yeah.
everything is affected nowadays.
That's one of the examples I saw earlier, that even your fridge, new modern fridges have
Smart fridges.
has smart fridges. They know your diets, your eating habits better than you do,
Absolutely.
and they can suggest what to
They
to
can
shop
suggest
for, what you're low
to shop,
on.
what to cook for, and what you need to insist on, what you need to remove. So it becomes much smarter
Yeah.
than.
It seems like a positive thing.
It is a positive thing, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But again, it depends from which perspective we look at that, because these are interesting examples, but we can find
Yeah.
some invasion from the AI, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
we tend to rely too much on the AI, and we forget what we should do as humans at the end of the
Right.
day.
Writing your own shopping list is a thing of the past.
It's thing on the past, but again, what happens with sometimes you want to eat something specific, right? So why do you need to just follow what this AI is saying?
What the fridge tells you.
You need to get a little bit out of
It's
the
just another
out of track
supervisor
there.
to have to watch your calorie intake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's incredible, but that must take a huge amount of data centers. Where's all this stored from your car, from your fridge, from your everything you do on your phone, from your shopping?
Yeah, I think as we get better in terms of capturing the data, analyzing the data,
Mhm.
the hardware and the technology is also advancing, right?
Right.
So we are capable of storing much more data in much smaller devices nowadays.
Okay.
So I think the problem is not the storage anymore. The
No.
problem is more what to get as value from this data. Basically,
Okay.
the technical community is not worried on where to put this data, is more worried on what to do with this data.
Okay. The data centers are getting built either way.
Absolutely,
It's how you analyze it.
absolutely.
It's how to
So that
take what information you
it's a
need.
must. It's needed, and everybody today is a lot of actors. I would say are investing in these data centers, be it
Yeah.
for storage or for computing resources.
Hmm.
But it's a must. It's a new oil era that is
It seems like it. It's a big topic
absolutely
in sustainability as well because of the amount of
absolutely.
energy that they use.
No, that's an important point. Also, like the sustainability issue, we understand that. But one positive thing that comes out of the our observations and the work we do, AI is that it's infancy, right?
Hmm.
So nowadays we may do things in a sort of brute force method when it comes to the compute, to the storage, to the
Right.
infrastructure. But if you compare ourselves to the community as a whole to 2 years back, well, we are using less electricity today,
Hmm.
right? Less energy, less electricity, less water to get the data centers probably cooled better.
Right.
Getting more sort of compute power with less energy.
Hmm.
So again, we are improving as we move forward. Probably we'll get into technologies that will consume an order of magnitude of less than what we are consuming today.
Right. Now with image generation taking off as well as video generation,
Yeah,
that must take a lot of energy as well. If prompting with regular questions is what's pushing us to the boundaries, I can't only imagine what videos and images are doing
yeah,
to the data.
that costs a lot indeed in terms of energy. But again, as from a perspective of R&D researchers and engineers, we are optimizing every day, every week, the way we work on things on the software level, like
Hmm.
building these models, but also on the hardware. So we are finding or we new chips that are specialized for a specific purpose are built, are proposed, which means being specialized, meaning you are optimal for all the tasks that you are doing. I think we are not done yet. It's a sort of a path that we need to take,
Yeah.
but better stuff will be coming down the road.
Well, we're looking forward to it.
Absolutely.
How close would you say are we to human level thinking?
I think it's a very complex question, this one, to be honest. I think it's something that we need to keep in mind, but we still have a lot of variables that we don't necessarily know
Yeah.
about. So, how the brain works,
Yes.
that's something that we see that we have some understanding, but we, again, the people who are working in the field, they discover new things every month, every year. So we still have a lot of question marks there.
Right.
So for me to reach that human somehow thinking or intelligence, we
So
need first to understand how the
far from
brain
it.
works, and then I don't think if we are that far, but then again, just think about it. So to build the models we have today, you need, I don't know, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 GPUs. Our brain is not that big. So how do we do that with our
Yeah.
brain, right? So we still have a lot of sort of way to go. But I think if we need also to look into what we have achieved so far,
Hmm.
I think there is a huge progress in the last 2 3 years in terms of artificial intelligence, the way the machine is
Definitely.
thinking. So it can only get better. And if we look into different domains but related to this AI, the computer vision domain, right? So
Hmm.
this is where things have started actually in terms of AI. They started building models that are slightly big, but now very small models
Yeah.
can actually achieve excellent performance and doing handling all the tasks, right?
Okay.
So, and but this took, of course, like 10, 10, 15 years to get to this point. For the models that we are talking about, it's been like 3 4 years that we have seriously started on this stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it definitely it looks very complex. I'm sure it takes a decade and a half to
absolutely.
get to where we are now.
We need to give it some time, basically, to
Yeah, we're
to
patient.
do.
We're patient. I mean, we
Absolutely.
just want our nice cartoony images and our essays written for us and our homework done. And at least for the everyday user,
Yeah.
what would I use it for? Emails.
As long as we need just to keep something in mind, because the human brain needs stimulation also, right?
It does.
So if we rely only on AI, maybe AI will end up replacing us. Right?
It might. There
Yeah.
there are some aspects that I've seen where um, someone will request a certain job from someone else. They will just go to AI, type in the job
Yeah.
request, get it. They send it to the other person. The other person puts it in the AI again, or the something like ChatGPT or another one,
Yeah.
and then they will as well analyze it and then send it back. And then it's just regurgitated AI jargon from start to finish, and like, oh, we did it, and it took
We
like
did.
4 people to go through it, but they never actually went through it. It goes through AI and then back, and
Goes
then
through
AI
AI.
and back, and
Yeah.
it goes
So
back and forth.
there are a few things where AI can help, definitely, right? So
Yes,
and this is why we are building, but we should look at it as a support instead of relying 100%
right.
on this AI. I think writing an email from time to time, yes, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
It's fine. Writing, I don't know, a summary of something, that makes sense. But I think, again, this AI is learning because of the content that is generated by humans at the end of the day.
yes,
So now, if we rely only on AI to generate content that then will be injected to train this AI,
exactly.
I don't know which evolution we will get
Because then it's
from
reading
that.
its own.
Absolutely,
It will be stuck in a cycle.
and it depends on the quality of what you get, right? So at
Exactly.
some point, there will be stagnation where these models will not be training or learning
Right.
anymore, and then we get into the human intelligence or thinking
And
that
then
you
that
asked
might
about.
decline as well,
Absolutely.
especially when it's used for things like studies, scientific research.
Exactly. So you remove all the critical thinking
Right.
from the brain of
Like
people,
AI will
right?
do it.
Exactly. AI will do it for us. I think it's a risk, especially for the new generations that are still at school.
Yeah.
I think we need to train the students, for example, on how to use AI. It's not here
Mhm.
to solve the problem for you. It's here to guide you, to support, and to probably explain how things are working so the student can understand, but it shouldn't be used at all to solve the problems that the students are
Right.
supposed to solve.
Use as a tool to assist, but not as the
Absolutely,
primary
absolutely.
focus.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully, I can't even imagine what it would be like to have what we have today if I was in school.
I think you wouldn't be at the same level of what you
Possibly
where you
not.
are today. Yes,
Probably not.
yeah. So
Because all that critical thinking is, if you leave
absolutely
it to the computer to do, then what am I doing?
exactly that's the thing, and this is what the machine is lacking today is this
Hmm.
critical thinking, right? So still it can solve some problems. There is some reasoning, some
Yeah.
level of reasoning, but still, when you have completely new problems, probably the AI is not capable of working alone. So we
Exactly.
need the human. So if we give the first layer of difficulty or complexity to the AI, I don't know what the humans will be able to solve as a second layer of
Well, hopefully it
complexity.
doesn't come to that. We'll
Oh,
end up like
we
those
hope so.
people from Wall-E, the Disney movie. They're all just in the pods walking around with the AI doing all the thinking.
No, I don't think we will reach that. I think there is
I hope so.
slowly we see sort of more understanding of how AI should be used.
Yeah.
We need some education also, right? So and
Yeah.
it will come with time. There is a period where everybody is excited discovering something. It does things for me, but down the road, people will be facing challenges.
Right.
You have an interview at work. Well, you need to answer, right? So
Yeah.
at some point, even if you are talking to an AI, probably at some point in your interview, you will face a human, right? And you need to answer to those questions. So I think people they start recognizing the opportunity, but at the same time also understanding the risk down the road that may come
Definitely.
if we depend fully on this AI.
Yeah. I've seen a few examples where people have used an AI within the interview
Mhm.
while they were having an interview with someone.
Yeah.
They will generate the answers or like the best answers in relation to the company that they're applying for.
Mhm.
And they would just be reading the answers. It's generating as they're reading,
Yeah.
and they're replying with perfect answers for the interviewer.
Yeah, we see
And
even
then
CVs that are actually built just for the sake of the position that you are advertising, right?
yeah,
Then you get the candidate,
Mhm.
and then you see that there is a complete mismatch between between the CV, the candidate, and probably the requirements
the
that you are
answers they're
having, right?
giving.
Yeah, absolutely. So
And then they put another AI that can read your eyes
Yeah.
to see if you're
if you are fine,
if
if you are
you're
comfortable,
reading
yeah,
exactly, or if you're actually
yeah.
speaking from within. Well, that goes to my next point. How much autonomy do we give AI before it becomes too smart to control? Is there a limit where we're like, okay, that's enough? Like, let's leave it here. Let's not get it any more smarter because then it might have some implications.
I don't think we should. Sorry, I don't think we should limit. We should give a limit. I think we need to separate between the deployment of this AI and what researchers should explore, right? So when it comes to deployment, there is, and there will be some regulation that will be put in place to sort of control how these things are implemented, how they are used, who is accountable on this AI, so on and so forth. But I think this should be separated from the explorations that eventually must be done in research institutions.
Right.
Right. So we need to understand if there is a limit behind what we are doing,
Mhm.
and if there is a limit, we need to reach that limit. So we shouldn't set a goal to say that we need just to reach this limit. We need to explore the potential behind
Sure.
that. But when it comes to deployment, I think we need to be indeed careful. We need to look into that, and we need to allow a sort of phased deployment where we understand the risk that would come on humans, on economy, on the society,
Right.
on everyone.
We probably wouldn't get there, and we probably wouldn't know until we get to that point, and we're like, okay, this might be.
I think
This might not
what
be
is interesting in the AI community nowadays, so you have people who are warning about the issues, but you are also people who are positive about
Yeah.
the potential impacts that we have.
Of course.
And it creates very nice sort of balance between these two words, where you have people who want to go to till the end, if there is an end. You have other people who want to slow down because we are not ready. I think we will notice as we move forward. We will understand slowly how this deployment can affect different aspects of the human life.
Mhm.
I don't think we will get into. I think we also had experience with other technologies in the past that taught us, I think, how to handle this kind of things. Once all this hype is gone, some point we come to the reality, and I think we will change the way
Okay.
we handle this AI.
We're leaving you guys with our trust then, to do the right thing when it comes to it.
I think we are overall we are doing good job.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, from what we see so far, it's been nothing but amazing work and rewarding, I'm sure.
Sure. Thank you.
Have you heard about vibe coding?
Yes, I have
And
few thoughts about
a few thoughts. Let's hear them. Because from what I've learned, because I've received two definitions of vibe coding. One is where vibe coding means emotional AI, affective computing, where it tries to figure out the tone of voice, how the person is speaking. And then the other definition I found is that it's how a person prompts the AI to write the code. Instead of coders writing code, they guide the AI to write the code for them. So I don't know which one is the correct one. Which is more
at
accurate.
least from our side, we look at it more from the emotional part, right?
Okay.
So how the AI is capable of understanding emotion, and then at least I will not say behaving emotionally, but at least simulating that emotion, right? So
Okay.
the idea is to build models that are capable of, when interacting with a human, they are capable of translating the psychological and the emotional state of the person to something that it understands, right? So it's a sort of a classification of emotions. So you have a person who is sad, a person that is happy, a person that is stressed, so on and so forth. The AI should be capable of extracting these kind of states
Right.
when it interacts with people.
And would this be through only typing and writing, or even visual cues like body language, reading the room, for example, how the person is?
We use it actually. Well, from the writing, I think it's pretty straightforward. In terms of challenge, it's pretty straightforward. But yes, we use the voice. The interaction now is becoming more
The voice
more
as
and
well,
more voice, and then you have the image also that is happening in that. But the voice is probably one of the latest advancement that we
Right.
have. So the AI is capable of understanding your state. Not only that, but it can also react in a way that you are expecting
Of
it to
course.
react.
Probably understand if you're crying or you're yelling or you're
Absolutely.
whispering.
If even if you are, I mean, if you are sad or you have an emotional, I don't know, issue,
Right. And
it will understand.
it will respond accordingly.
Accordingly, exactly.
Okay.
It will adapt. It's more around the personalization also of the interaction that you have
Of course.
with your AI.
Now when I'm typing or speaking with various AIs, I feel like it mirrors my personality or the way that I type. Would that be a type of vibe coding that it kind of mimics how I approach it with its answers?
This is more into the personalization.
Okay.
I will put it in the personalization part, where the AI is actually trying to understand what is interesting for you,
Mhm.
how do you generally behave,
Right.
what are your expectations,
Mhm.
and then it will adapt the output to that specific, let's call it profile. So it profiles you, and then it gives you things that could be interesting for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's a normal step. If you see, for example, the web, the search, for example, when you go to these search engines, so the initial versions and generation we had, it was like when you type a query
Yeah.
or a question, you get exactly the same answer as anybody else, right?
Right.
But then these things evolved because probably the question, when I ask that question, I'm having different expectations than yours. So
Of course.
the search
And then
engine should be adapting the question depending on the profile
the
of the
user.
people. This is the personalization, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So slightly different than the vibe coding.
It's slightly
more
different.
okay.
Yeah.
Then with the vibe coding, it probably would be useful for things like future therapy bots or
But
things along those lines.
these are domains in which we need to be careful, to be honest, on the use of AI.
Mhm.
I think they will be useful, but they need to go through much more tests and validations
Right.
before we get there. So,
Okay.
It's an interesting path, but we need just to be careful
Yeah.
a little bit.
One application at a time. All right. Before you go, Hakeem, I'd like to do a lightning round where
Sure.
where I'm gonna say some AI ideas and areas where AI is included, and if you can tell me if it's good or bad for humanity, and if you'd like, you can have 5 seconds to say why. Otherwise, one at a time. You tell me if it's a good idea, bad idea.
Okay, let's
All
have
right,
fun.
let's
Okay.
do it. AI therapists replacing human ones.
Bad.
Bad. Self-driving taxis.
Good.
AI writing your wedding vows.
Bad.
Bad. You should be you should be included in those. Here we go. Fridges that judge your eating habits.
In the middle, because you can get some support, but
Yeah,
not completely automated.
it's probably cheaper than a nutritionist or a trainer.
But still, I think you still need to use some humans here.
Right, because like you said before, then if we're not using our
Absolutely.
cognitive mind, then it's going to waste. Emotion reading robots in the classrooms.
No.
Not good.
Bad.
We shouldn't put them in there. AI that predicts if your relationship will last.
No.
Not good.
There are too many variables in the human relationship that AI will never understand.
That'd be a complex one for AI to judge. Drones that issue parking fees. Don't they already have?
I think it's
some kind of program that does that.
We have there are easier technologies to issue parking
than these.
So
Okay. Generative AI writing Hollywood screenplays.
I wouldn't watch those kind of things.
No,
to be honest.
Wouldn't feel too real.
Yeah.
Smart mirrors that give skincare advice. I've seen a few examples of these.
Yeah, that's good.
It's fine. You're fine having a camera in your bathroom mirror. It's okay.
Yeah.
Police robots on patrol.
Wow, that's bad.
Let's say they're unarmed. Unarmed police robots. Still bad. Okay.
You always need a human to talk to.
That's true.
Yeah.
AI influencers that never age or sleep.
No.
Not good.
Bad.
That's too much. Probably not great content that goes around if
absolutely
if that's a real thing.
The same content will be recycled and
yeah. Robotic pets replacing new real ones.
No, that's bad.
Yeah, where's the connection there?
Yeah,
AI generated news anchors.
that's bad.
That can't trust that. AI making hiring decisions.
Oh, that's very bad.
That's very very bad.
Very bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's very easy to trick the AI. You know, like once you get rejected from 2 3 AIs, you
Yeah.
understand what the other one is waiting.
Okay.
So it's basically if the person is understand well how
Right.
to trick it, so you will get.
That might make a good AI analyst
You
if that's the job they're applying for.
well if it's the job, absolutely.
Sure. They have AIs that go through or sift through CVs.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the recruiter's not reading 10,000
No, that's
CVs.
fine. I think shortlisting the CVs is helpful, but making those decisions maybe not.
Okay. Deepfake actors in commercials.
I think it would be
Deepfake,
less expensive. Let's say.
It would be
For the
less
commercials.
expensive. I mean, if the video quality becomes as good, then
Yeah,
why not?
Why not?
AI matchmaking based on DNA. That sounds
No,
sketchy.
no.
That sounds
I wouldn't go for
that
that.
sounds a little racy. All right. Autonomous war drones or autonomous defense drones.
I think they would be good.
Yeah.
Ones. Yeah.
I mean, we already have autonomous drones for
Yeah.
multiple
Yeah.
uses. Okay. AI that designs its own replacement.
No,
Not good.
not good.
Does AI not help at all with
No, I think
designing its next iteration?
Again, we are building an AI that would be supportive for humans. If you have an AI that is building another AI, we may completely lose control on
Then
this thing, right?
it's out of our hands.
It's out of our hands.
Okay. Well, that's a good note to end it on.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you,
very
Doctor.
much. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being on the
Thanks,
show, and hopefully we'll have you again. We would love to talk about the sustainability factor in data centers and how AI is impacting that.
Anytime. I would be happy to join
Perfect.
you guys anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.